Hello there and welcome. Yes, we are Geeks Assembled, and we have assembled here today to talk about Supernatural, and we're going to talk about the pilot episode. And six of us here, and we're going to discuss our thoughts and our opinions and give our final score at the very end. But for now, let's go into opening thoughts. And who wants to start off with this one? Anyone can jump in. Who wants to start off? Lee,
Okay, hello.
poking away.
Hello. Yeah, I'm fairly new to Supernatural because I'm working my way through the series. I'm only on to season 3 at the moment. But pilot episode, I enjoyed it. I like the idea of the urban myths, urban legends thing, hunting down demons. It's sort of a mix of X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer sort of thing. It's a good 40 minutes tale of two brothers who go demon hunting and trying to find the father who's, taught them everything they know. So it is a good first episode to set the series up with. So, yeah, it was quite an enjoyable episode for me.
And let's go to Jason just for opening thoughts. I know, Jason, you've watched quite a lot of this show already, haven't you? Through the series.
First time I've seen this one, it wasn't the first episode I've seen because when I started watching the series, it was way back in season 4, a little bit wee ones from season 4 back in 2009 before they got to season 5. But the first time I ended up watching this was somewhere around 2010. There was an interesting episode where it starts beginning with the two brothers, Sam and Dean, and with the fact that what happened to their mom and what was going on with their father. It kept building up its way up for the future episodes, and it's a great beginning of the show. It gives us more about the two characters, Sam and Dean. They're definitely the main plot of the story itself of this TV series. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna start off saying.
And let's go to Susan just for opening thoughts.
Okay. I've watched all of it. I love Supernatural. This is a good show. The pilot was interesting. Out of the first 4 seasons, I thought that the pilot was the best. It had a lot of, in a very short amount of time, it had an incredible amount of character growth and literally growth from like boys to men, and then like emotionally growth too. The two boys were forced to come to terms with 2 deaths, and it was incredibly well done for such a cheap amount. I think the first episodes were, I think the first season was done for like, I don't know, $50,000 an episode. Just dirt cheap. But and it was bankrolled by a guy named Kripke with a scrapyard, and so I was like, "Oh, scrapyard, Doctor Who, scrapyard." But anyway, it was a really good pilot.
And let's go to Alex for just opening thoughts. Alex, he's on the phone, is he? Let's go to Beef Dad, and then we'll go to Alex.
Well, for me, this did everything that a pilot should do. It grabbed your attention and left you wanting to see some more.
I know pilots like that.
Which is, yes. Which I shall probably watch a few more of these because I seem to remember watching a few episodes when it first came out in the UK, and that was a long time ago, and I got sort of into something else probably at the time, but as Susan said, excellent character development in a very short space of time, and leaving you wanting more, which is what any good pilot should do.
Yeah, that's true. is Alex there for his opening thoughts, or is he still ordering the blow-up dolls? 1 minute he says they're still blowing them up. Anyway, for my opening thoughts, it just didn't gel with me. I just didn't like it. I don't know why. Well, it's just not. Well, I do know why. It's just not my type of show. I thought it was boring. I was terribly bored. Nobody else was bored. No, I was bored. I mean, yeah, I suppose the acting was good and the effects were good. The woman on the roof on fire. But that reminded me of The Exorcist. Does that happen in The Exorcist? I've never watched The Exorcist. No, that doesn't happen in The Exorcist. It's clear that I've never watched The Exorcist. Nope. Yeah, it just didn't gel with me at all. So, well, let's go into favourite characters and scenes. So who wants to start off first? Let's go with Susan, since you're unmuted, Susan.
Okay, favorite character would have to be Dean Winchester, because he had to care for his brother, and he was the reason that his brother ended up dropping out of law school and pursuing a degree in huntology. No, I'm just kidding. He's my favorite character, and because he wasn't the instigator or the focus of the two character deaths in the opening show. The thing that was the thing that was incredible was the woman in white was she was chasing her children and stuff, and they ran the car, and the car became a character, and the car really has stayed a character in the show throughout the whole show. And the other thing is that I really enjoyed I like the interplay between the. Well, anyway, I just thought that was really good, and yeah, and see. So that's favorite characters and favorite scenes. So that's all. That's what I got.
And let's go to Jason for favorite characters and scenes.
Dean is definitely one of my favorite characters in this series, especially when he's sneaking inside this house where Sam is at, and they get into a fight and all that. And then Dean's like checking out Jessica, as normally Dean does when it comes to women, because with Dean, he checks out women. He also loves pie. I mean, if you don't give him pie, he's going to get upset. So yeah, that's basically about him. But the characters do build up in each episode itself. I mean, even if you don't like this episode, it's going to get a lot more better later on in the season itself. But yeah, with Sam, he's the smart one out of the family. With him, he just does research after research and after discovering about these monsters, especially with the whole issue about this ghost and with them finding about their father, of him trying to find out what's going on with him, why he disappeared, and then they found his notes and stuff, which they have to follow their father's footsteps to find out what's happening each time. And there's a bit of a mystery between the mother. With the mother being killed, it tells what happens later on in the season. Season 4 will be even a very important part of one of the episodes about what happened to her, which you'll explain to her. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, it's definitely my favorite scene on it is definitely the car going out there with Sam and Dean, and especially with them being busted by the cops and outsmarting them, and that was definitely a great scene right there. Really enjoyed that. I mean, it's a great beginning for this TV series. I mean, great effects. Like I said, it's going to get better a lot, even episodes later, even seasons later. I mean, yeah.
And let's travel closer to home to Lee and Hull for favourite scenes and characters. Lee? He's gone, has he gone? Nope, I think he's frozen. Let's go to Beef Dad.
Hello. Yeah, I like Sam. There was something about Sam that sort of struck a note with me. But I mean, performance-wise, Sarah Shea playing Constance, the White Lady. What a brilliant performance. Brilliantly done. So controlled and as creepy as all get out. And the sadness of the end when they finally solve how to get rid of the White Lady. It was just brilliantly done. But yeah, her performance really helped pull me into this and make me want to see more. If they're going to have performances of that quality, then I want to see more.
And let's go back to Hull. Let's try Lee again.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yes, we can hear you, Hull. Give us your score.
So favourite characters and moments, aren't we?
Are we?
I know. Yeah, we are. Dean, I love Dean because he's the wisecracking elder brother who thinks he's a bit of a womanizer, but it's usually Sam who saves the day, sort of thing. Yeah, those two work so well together. Brilliant characterizations. As it said, it leaves you wanting more, and the characters do develop as the season to go along. Favourite moments, yes, the possessed car is brilliant, and where Dean jumps over the bridge and gets covered in mud, brilliant, laughable. And also, as I say, I like the take on these stories where they take an urban myth like a hitchhiker, a woman getting into the car. I know you turn around, she's gone. I mean, sort of these episodes in the series is like that. It's just like local folklore tales. It's little things like that. I just love that. And as you said, with the brief as mentioned, the scene at the end where they work out how to rid the cells of the White Lady is brilliantly done. But for me, Dean is my favourite character. But also, I will say the car as well has got character of its own as well. The car is just brilliant.
And let's go to Alex for... You didn't give your opening thoughts, so give us your opening thoughts and favourite scene and characters, please.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I did watch the first season. I know we're talking about the first episode.
Yep.
And it has, I'm not a big fan of the show, but that's just, it doesn't appeal. But at the same point, I do like the interplay between the two brothers. And they are strong characters, and it is nice that it's sort of a combination of, a horror story and a buddy brother flick, if you think about it. And I have watched it when when I see famous actors or actors I want to see on it. And the pilot is good. I like the dialogue. I like how they set up the backstory. They didn't take too long. And yeah, I mean, I did watch the first season, and I'd watch it again. I give it about I'd give it about a 7.5.
Wait, not doing scores yet, Alex. You're getting a bit carried away here. I know you're eager to get your scoring. We know what it's going to be now. You spoiled the suspense. We want to make these.
I was trying to rush it in.
The audience is sitting there on the edge of their seats, just thinking, "What is this? What are they going to score it? What are they going to score it?" The nail biting ending. Biting your nails there. Oh, Alex, I bit my nails on this cast, No, that's not really my nails, really. It's just a ripped up piece of paper, just so you know. Anyway, we're descending into chaos once again. I wonder why that happens. For me, were you carrying on, Alex? Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, I'm done.
No, okay. So for me, favourite characters, oh dear, and scenes, oh dear. This is going to be very short. So let's move on to negatives. And does anybody have anything negative to say about this?
Whoa.
Maybe there was something they didn't like about the story, about the plot, or maybe there was a bit of a scene they didn't like, or was there anything anybody didn't like?
Well, I don't like how that it's on the 12th season right now, and they're still resolving the whole situation with mom and girlfriend, but that's long-term angst. So that's my negative.
You let it all out. You let that long-term angst.
That's all it is. It's that long-term character angst and trying to sort out what this is. So.
Well, isn't that the same thing with the father as well?
Yeah, you're right.
Anybody else? Any negatives or no?
I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the plot. I think that could have been done a little better, but like I said, it's the first episode anyway. It's not going to be perfect out of the gate anyhow.
No first episode ever is, really, is it? Does anybody have any tidbits or any stuff they would like to add? Any information?
Well, we know that Dean likes listening to classic rock music. I mean, any other kind of music he doesn't like as long as it's just classic rock. And he likes to play on cassette tapes on his car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Steve Railsback, that played Joseph Welsh, the husband of the woman who became the White Lady. I would have liked to have seen him used a bit more, because he's a really good actor and he's known for playing creepy parts. And I would have liked to have seen a bit more of him.
My only gripe with the story in most of the seasons what follow is that the two brothers always use fake identity cards for anything, from FBI to whatever, doctors, whatever, and they seem just to get away with it all the time.
Maybe they got psychic paper.
I know it's a TV show. You got to
psychic paper.
Say the suspense of it, but getting away with just walking into crime scenes just with fake IDs, it's not very plausible.
Yeah. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it in real life, could you?
No. And I'm sat watching this episode, and they do it where they're on the bridge talking to the policeman and all like that, and you're thinking, no, that just won't happen. I know it's a supernatural thing with ghosts and demons and all like that.
So it's not very realistic in the first place, is it?
No, but I'm okay with that. But it's when they come up with all these fake ID things. And
you're okay with a ghost. I mean, and all that, all the weird stuff that doesn't happen. But no way I stop at these fake ID things.
They just walk into in the other episodes, they just walk into hospitals pretending to be doctors, or they walk into prisons and pretend to be prisoners or whatever, and
well, some people make a living out of that.
That's my little gripe. It's just a tiny little gripe what always niggles me when I see it happening in an episode.
But it happens in a lot of shows, though. It's not just this, is it?
I know. That's why I have little niggles with every episode of any show.
Yeah. You let those niggles out, Lee.
You wait till Doctor Who returns in April. Oh, there'll be niggles.
Have some fun and games then, won't we?
Doctor Who is perfect. Leave it alone.
Well, that's debatable, Susan. No show is ever perfect. There is a perfect film now. And we all know what that perfect film is. But I've been told to let that go. So I will. So what were we talking about? Oh, tidbits, weren't we? Does anybody else have any additional information?
Yeah, a little tidbit. Dean, the actual place, Jensen Ackles, had to cut short his role in another TV series because he got this role. There you go.
What other TV
Yeah,
series?
I think Gilmore Girls. I think it was.
It was Smallville.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, that's that superhero thing, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah,
That was a
that's-
long time
yeah.
ago.
He was
Yeah,
also on a soap opera from what I
Yeah.
remember.
He had a big major part in Smallville, and he found out he got this role. He had to quit, and his character sort of vanished in Smallville. Never really explained where
Oh,
it
well,
went.
that's because he quit, yeah. Yeah.
Took a
Yeah.
bus out.
Would have just wrote him off screen probably or something like that, yeah.
That's the little
Oh.
tidbit.
So,
Well,
are you all right there, Susan? I don't know what you're laughing at, Susan.
yeah, but I mean, it's been going on for 13 seasons, 266 episodes. So I guess it definitely has its fans. That's for sure.
266 episodes. Good
Well,
God, imagine catching up on that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Well, you're also trying to catch up on Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, and Grim.
What actually is this all you do in your spare time? Is just catch up on all these TV shows?
Yeah.
This is the time of the binge watching. So Supernatural, when I binged watched it, I started in about 2014 and I binged watched it. I guess it was 13. I watched the whole thing up to that point, and so that was like 7 seasons. You can do these things. No, sorry, it was 10 seasons at that point.
Are you on the latest? Are you caught up here?
Yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
caught
I'm
up
not.
on all of them.
Start season 12 right now.
I think you're on season 3, aren't you, Lee?
I'm on season 3, halfway through there.
You've got
And
to
once
get
I
catching
finish,
up, Lee.
but once I finish season 3 of Supernatural, I will start season 3 of Once Upon a Time, and then when I finish that, I will go and start season 4 of Grimm, and then I'll work my way through to Supernatural season 4, and then Once Upon a Time season
You've got it
4.
all planned out, haven't you?
Wow.
Oh,
Now I'm seeing something else that's sort of interesting. I guess it was the Stargate series that was a very long time, 10 or 11 years, and now Supernatural's almost going on 13 years.
Yeah.
And then they're saying that for consecutive, it's Stargate, as far as fictional, Stargate, Supernatural, and then Doctor Who. And they said, well, of course, Doctor Who is the longest running. I said, yeah.
Well, yeah, Doctor Who's been going since 1963. I mean, how long has Supernatural been going for? 2000, what was it?
2005, I think.
2000. Oh, it's the same year as New Who.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
God, it is an old show, isn't it?
Yeah. And they said that there's a clock in every clock is shown in every episode. So I don't know if that's an homage to Doctor Who or they just think it's a cute.
Well, that could just be like there's just a clock in the room, like normally.
Yeah, but if it's in every episode, I guess for some reason they think it has to be in
Jason, what would that be from?
What?
The clock in every episode of
Supernatural.
I don't know. There's so many episodes, it's even harder to remember what the clock went.
But they're saying that there's every time I. Sorry, Beef Dad. Go ahead. You're muted.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Every time I've seen a Supernatural episode, there's a clock shown on the wall or whatever.
Maybe it's the big bad villain.
My favorite.
I mean,
the clock.
to be honest.
My favorite one at the clock is the Tuesday repeating the repeating Tuesday, where it shows the clock and it's like the Groundhog Day thing, and it shows the clock every loop.
I've noticed in Doctor Who, like there's always if you look really carefully in every episode there are doors, and I'm wondering if these doors are something to do with, you know, the actual main villain of Doctor Who. Like since 1963, they've been building up to the very end. It'll probably come soon for where it'll all end, and it's the doors that have been behind it all.
What, Jim Morrison?
Alad,
Yeah. What's up, Susan?
doors. I mean, every
Doors.
home, everything has a door, right? This is a silly.
A window doesn't. A window doesn't.
Every room has a clock.
No.
All right. True.
That's what I meant. You know, that's my point. That's what I was trying to point out. You know, clocks can just be anywhere.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a clock in the car.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a clock anywhere. Anyway. Oh, so we might as well go on to final say and score. So let's go to Susan with her final say and score. Go ahead, Susan.
Okay. I really liked this, but it wasn't everything, but it had huge character development in a very short period of time, and it was really interesting how, you know, it started off with a villain that you keep thinking is resolved, and he keeps coming back into the show. A big villain, a boss villain, and then the little villain was the woman in white, and she was creepy and cool, and and how her children dealt with her at the end was really intense. So yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, 7.5. And let's go over to Germany with Beef Dad. Final say and score.
Well, as I say, it did everything that I would expect a pilot to do. It pulled you in, it grabbed your interest, developed the main characters very quickly. Yeah, and I like the effects. So for me, it gets an 8.5.
And Jason, I expect this one's going to be a high one as well.
Well, there were better episodes than this one. I mean, since I'm on the other side for it being the pilot episode and the character development, because it gets more better than later on with how things are explained about the mother and how things are explained what happened to Jessica and about what's going on with Sam and what's going on with Dean. So it gets, I mean, you get new characters, you get new main characters later on in the future. I'm gonna definitely say a 9 out of 10 in this one.
And I've been on the edge of my seat for the entire cast to think what Alex is going to give it. Go ahead, Alex. The floor is yours. This is your big moment. The viewers have been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
Alex, you know, do it like you're doing the X Factor results. You know, take it slowly. You know, should we have a bit of music? We had a bit of music, Susan, for this moment. You know, you got to do it slowly.
No,
I'm going to give it, and then like pause for like a few, like half an hour or so. Have a pause.
No, not half an hour.
Half an hour pause. I could do on these shows, and then give you a score.
I said before.
All right.
Like the Oscar.
Yeah, like the
Ready?
Oscars.
This is your big.
Yeah, I give it a review, and then that review is for the wrong film. Oh, I'm sorry, the envelope's wrong. I'm sorry. No.
Let's not go there, Alex. Let's not bring the Oscar thing.
No, I said before it's 7.5, and I would give the other episodes later on in the season a better score. And I've seen it off and on, especially if they have actors that I like. You know, because they play the dynamic well of the horror, along with the brother or buddy flick. They've done a good job with retooling that dynamic. So that's why I keep watching the show. But I'm not a huge fan. But I'd say that I definitely will watch it again. So.
And he's spinning around. Let's go to Lee. He's having a spin. He's having a little bit of a troll. He's enjoying himself on that chair.
Yeah. I'm moving on. I agree with what Beef Dad says. Great character development, great partnership with the two brothers. It gives you a good story for 45 minutes. There are better episodes as you go along the seasons, but for a pilot, it does what it says on the tin. So for me, I'm giving it an 8.
An 8. And now to me, now I'm going to be like Ming, or Flash Gordon. And no, I don't know what to give it, because it's just not for me. I don't like supernatural stuff anyway. I don't like things like ghosts, and I don't like all this Exorcist stuff, even though it's not Exorcist, but I think it's Exorcist. But never mind. I've never seen Exorcist, so I really don't know, but I still think it's Exorcist. If I'd watched Exorcist, I think that's what Exorcist would be like, Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because I haven't watched it, but I can imagine it being like that. So,
Alid, what would you score The Exorcist?
I think I'd give that about a 4.
Right, okay. Right.
Yeah.
I'll sleep tonight now knowing that.
Well, Ming was in Exorcist.
Oh,
Yes.
was he?
He was, actually.
Was he? Oh, I give it a 9, actually. I'll give that a 9.
He was the priest.
Yeah.
I'll give that a 9, and I think I'm going to give this a 5. I'm going to give it a 5, because that's straight down the middle. That's fair, But anyway, we're off. We're going off to Germany, because Beef Dad's invited us round. He doesn't know it yet. But he's only just found out. So let it sit.
Here we go.
We're going round for some cocktails.
Oh, we're gonna have some bratwurst.
Yep, he's got everything there. He's got everything. He's got it laid out on a platter for us. We can just help ourselves. And so we're off there. We got the tickets already. Susan's just about to pack her bags. That's why she looks like if she's going to stand up. Either that or she's going to do a massive fart. Anyway, let's leave it there. Oh, it was. Oh, Susan, really for you. Oh, gee.
Oh my God.
Anyway, look after yourself. Tell us what you think about this, whatever it is, whatever we were talking about. What were we talking about? Supernatural. Tell us what you think about the pilot episode of Supernatural. Hit that subscribe button for more chaos like this, because we do absolutely, and I'm being serious, I absolutely dread doing these. I don't get paid enough. In fact, I don't get paid at all. And in fact, I'm going to make a stance now. I want to be paid. I'm putting my foot down on this cast now. I'm being paid. I'm only joking.
All right,
You're not wearing heels, are you?
you're
Oh, do you want to see him?
you're three
No.
Here we go.
No.
3 pounds.
No.
It's going in the post to you. Then I'll send you your check
It's
for
probably
3
worthless
pounds
now.
in the post.
It's probably worthless now.
Oh, dear.
£3 isn't worth that much.
No, it can't get you anything. £3.
You can go to
Anyway.
the pound store and buy 3 items for £1. Aren't you proud? Aren't you happy now? That's
Terribly.
your pay
I'm
sorted out.
absolutely thrilled. I can buy these headphones now. Anyway, I can buy a house in Hull. Anyway, no, we do have a lot of fun doing these. No, we really do. I do love doing these.
Can't stand you.
Anyway, look after yourself. Take care, and we'll see you next time.